this period for all clubs that have had players involved in Origin is that reset moment where they got through Origin. Hopefully they get their players back to their club and they're healthy, but also post they've rested some players like they did last week.
And his colleagues underway. Your round 19 Super Saturday on a beautiful afternoon on the Sunshine Coast. The competition now based in southeast Queensland. And here we go again. Matt Lodge immediately grabbing the back of his head, but he's straight back to his feet playing the ball. And now the other star from last week, Adam Fanua-Blake. Those starting props, Fanua-Blake and Lodge. So tremendous in the face of a heavy injury toll in the first half against Penrith.
Conditions here perfect for football, and I think we'll see some fast-flowing footy as we see.
Walker, his pass out the back, picked up here. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak away, chased by Damien Cook, but the mistake by South Sydney is pounced on by the new dad. He celebrates a message to the family. Well done, Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. Well done, Warriors.
Yeah, congratulations. He missed the birth of his young child last night, and then he's just moved to the Warriors, and it was a big move. And he just, South Sydney, the shift over to the left, and unlike Cody Walker, he mistimes his pass and he goes out the back of the lead runner, and he just picks it up and he pins his ears, and he just went the 70 metres, didn't even look like not scoring there. So, you know, really uncharacteristic from South Sydney at the moment. Really interesting, the Warriors, you know, they played so well last week, and he gets a nice kick. Great start to the Warriors. They were really resilient last week.
Now Cook, out of dummy half. Beautiful from South Sydney, simple from South Sydney. And it's Tom Burgess crashing over his third try of the year. Well, that was a little easy for Warriors liking.
Yeah, it was a little easy. Damien Cook made it look very easy, and Big Burgess just, you know, you're not going to stop him man on man there.
Landing 4 of 7, low by his standards. This is a gimme. Here's Reynolds, showing it to Nichols. Now Walker long out for Jackson. Paulo to the corner. Welcome back to the top grade, Jackson. The try assist from Cody Walker, and Paulo powers in the corner.
Yeah, it all comes from the kickoff. They kicked it too far. Latrell was in a fantastic position to get the restart, the middle of the field restart. They kick it in there and they just get into a field position and they run their shape down to the right. And once again, perfectly timed. He drifts across field, he hits Walker out the back, and it's a 3-on-2 situation, and he hits the player on his winger on the out, and he's too fast.
Adam Reynolds from the sideline, he drags it to the left but brings it back and waved away ultimately. Here's Cook for Nichols. He wants tries in back-to-back weeks. He went 5 NRL seasons without scoring. 2 last year, 1 this season for Mark Nichols. Here's Burgess again for a double. The big bloke from the UK with the moves to boot is having a day out.
I love seeing him score some tries. We saw a couple of weeks ago, I think he was on the surfboard, the big Englishman. I don't know how much he goes surfing, but he's got another move going on there. But, you know, typical South Sydney, get down into the opposition's end, and they're clinical in what they do. Once again, they get one-on-one.
Big Tom gets his second NRL double, and plenty of time to turn it into a hat-trick as Adam Reynolds turns the lead.
And I think this year's been his best year. He's been really consistent. You know, we always had an error in him when he was carrying the football, and I don't want to put the mock on him, but he's been really good this year and scored a couple of tries, and his defence has been top-notch.
For Jack Murchie. Just his head sandwiched between Matt Lodge and Mark Nichols.
Yeah, we always teach him to, you know, we want him to tackle around that area.
As a man who's been in the dressing room as a coach, Shane Flanagan, what was your reaction to watching Wild West's Tales from Tiger Town?
Yeah, it was interesting. You know, sometimes you look at it and you could say, oh, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Hang on a second. Here's Cam Murray, support on the inside. Sewer went without the ball. It was knocked down by the Warriors. And Reece Walsh comes up with it. The ex-Dragon, Cook, close to the line. The ball is hurled away and taken by Cam Murray. What a pass. Latrell Mitchell just throwing it in hope. Cam Murray receives and the try is awarded.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if he did throw it in hope. I think he knew that he had Cam Murray on the outside and he needed to get the ball to him, and he's so big and strong and physical that he gets his arm free. He wasn't happy with his previous carry and he gets in there to first receiver. So we watch it on the replay. They go across.
22-6 in favour of South Sydney, Melbourne. And South Sydney will be very keen observers of that one. Here's Reynolds. Now it's out for Latrell Mitchell. Pulling through the defence. Still running Latrell. Mitchell inside the 10. And he's stopped 5 metres out. Danger here for the Warriors. They're lining up the Rabbitohs. Reynolds goes it alone. Pushes the pass. Play on. Kaloa Matangi flicks the ball for Murray. They're shot to ribbons, the Warriors. And Cody Walker makes the most of that. They are warming to the task now, the Bunnies. Cody Walker finishes a raid sparked by Latrell Mitchell. What a joy to call and watch those players.
They're all class, South Sydney, when they get in this mood. And they've gone 100 metres on this set. I know they got 6 again on that last play, but before that they went 95 metres just with power.
We know Jack Murchie's gone off and his replacement Katoa has come on the field. He's only just gotten to his feet and looks like he's coming to the sideline, so some more injury concerns for the Warriors.
As Reynolds puts his straight between the posts, they are not coming forward whatsoever.
And they've got to defend here as Reynolds dummies multiple times and steaming onto the ball. Jaden Sewer powers over. There is no stopping South Sydney right now. The conductors in control. Walker, Reynolds, the strike of Latrell Mitchell, and now Jaden Sewer storms in. And South Sydney are set for a big, big win this afternoon.
Yeah, it's like being on a treadmill and you can't catch up. They need to start from this next kickoff. They need to get the South Sydney trapped inside their own 50. They can't let them march 80 metres.
2 more from the boot of Adam Reynolds, who is chasing Eric Sims as South Sydney's all-time leading point scorer. But it's all easily handled by the South Sydney defence. Down the short side, and Pompey bursts through. Support on the outside, beautifully taken. Chad Townsend, a juggle and a score. Marcelo Montoya goes over. He held on for long enough. Credit the work by Chad Townsend and the break by Adam Pompey. There's a bit of joy for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's done a really good job in the end. He was running backwards, fumbling the ball. He had 2 or 3 goes at it, but he did a good job to finally get it down. And this is what the Warriors can do. They shoot down a short side. They go down in there with Nicarima. They hit the lead runner on an inside shoulder. Chad Townsend backs up in support and gets the ball away. And once again, he did an outstanding job to control that football and get it down in the corner. Walsh pushes it out to the left.
Turbo in the break coming up in this game. Now Nicarima long and flashing onto the ball. Dallin, Watene Zelezniak. Beautiful by the Warriors. Back in field for Cody Nicarima. They go crash, bang, back-to-back tries by the Warriors. The crowd enjoyed that. And Watene Zelezniak, a flash of speed down the sideline.
Yeah, he got shot out of the cannon, but it was really good play in the middle part of the field. They get there, goes out to Chad Townsend, he goes deep into the line, plays out the back to Cody Nicarima, and he selects a beautiful pass out in front and pushes up in support. And that's what the Warriors could do. They just did it over on the left. The next set, they come and do it over on the right.
Reece Walsh, this time steering it through the middle. It's an imposing scoreline if South Sydney is successful, whereas the Warriors can breed some belief of a comeback if they score first.
What a run.
Sewer it was, strong carry. Here he is, powering again towards the end goal and landing there. Jaden Sewer. He joins Tom Burgess with a double. All power again, Jaden.
Having no try.
That's a try. Yeah, it was the carry prior that I was really impressed with.
2 more from the boot of Adam Reynolds.
They keep everyone on their toes, and Michael Innes is definitely one of those at training anyway.
Tom Burgess about to return to why that first Burgess family hat-trick in the NRL. It's the first time they've had multiple 7-game win streaks in the same season, if they go on with the job here. And Cam Murray says, I'll go on with the job. Here's the support play. It's Damien Cook trailing the man who made the break.
And down in back play is Cody Walker getting treatment. I'm sure he would have been there on that break if he wasn't on the ground getting treatment.
Reynolds for Gagai. Now Mansour. Josh Mansour. He streaks through. Gagai put it on a platter. And you can drink the finest shot you want, Josh, because you're back in the NRL. Back on the try scorer sheet as well. And that will warm the insides. A shot of enthusiasm from Josh Mansour.
Yeah, he's been out of the South Sydney NRL team for a while. He's a fantastic player and he's so good at bringing the ball off his try line, but he can also finish, and he just showed then that he hasn't lost anything. He knows his way to the try line and he got it done.
So already South Sydney have scored their most ever points against the Warriors, and there are 2 more, 46-16. Behind Burgess, it's Walker through the hands of Gagai. Mansour gets a double now. He was drinking one shot a moment ago. He'll go to the top shelf for a skull after that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be, wouldn't be too long before South Sydney went in again, and they did a really good job. They hit a few lead runners and compressed the Warriors' defence at the post. They went short, and played back under, and then they play out the back to their strength.
Reynolds putting a bit too much boomerang on that.
Hold on.
Townsend chips back towards the middle of the field. Reece Walsh flashing through. A game doesn't go by without Reece Walsh scoring or going very close. And he's picked up an injury here after scoring the try. Let's look at his contact in a bit more detail in a moment.
Yeah, it was really smart thinking and, a planned move. Reece Walsh back in the middle part of the field. He had to be patient. Chad Townsend goes down the short side. Planned move. Reece Walsh got blistering speed and anticipation and just timed. He didn't rush that pickup.
Nothing more than brush contact, but...
Yeah, I've watched it twice now. I think there was nothing in it from Latrell.
Here's Damien Cook shooting at a dummy half key on Kaloa Matangi. Rocking the hairstyle, rocking the try-scoring ability as well. He can keep the long locks for as long as he likes under Wayne Bennett if he keeps playing footy like this.
Yeah, we spoke about it at the start of the game about South Sydney having their spine back together.
Latrell Mitchell lines up the conversion attempt with Adam Reynolds off. No mistake, Latrell, along with Nicarima. Surging towards the in goal. There's Latrell Mitchell. You can't stop him from there. Latrell Mitchell. Big, athletic, strong, and finishing another one for the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I think he was the only player down that short side, and the player's gone into dummy half, and he's heard Latrell call that ball. Oh, there's 2 of them there. 3 on 2, actually. South Sydney had 2, and the Warriors had 3. But he's gone down there, and as you said, he's a big, strong, powerful body.
Matt Lodge has gone on report, as has Patrick Mager, and that's a shocker from Latrell Mitchell, who looks back at the kicking tee or back at a lump of grass. Kaloa Matangi charging. Held up in goal, though. After conceding 3 tries in the first half, they've kept the Warriors to just 1 post half-time. Standing alongside the current coach, Wayne Bennett. Walker, Latrell Mitchell, Latrell Mitchell just short, rolling over. And he's called to play the ball on the last. He loses the boot in the process, and that's horrible at dummy half. A kick out towards Damien Cook. Now the second kick for Reece Walsh. He scoops up. Try and doing that sober. And now it's lost by the Warriors backwards. At the end of 80 minutes, South Sydney with a big win. Their 7th in a row, condemning the Warriors to 7 straight defeats. 11 tries to 4. The South Sydney show rolls on. They've won it 60-49. 22.